Hi, this is Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Okay, I think it sounds good.
It's funny how money changes situations. My emancipation don't fit your equation.
What?
I was on the humble, you on every station.
Say it.
That was the song that it made me fall in love with hip hop. You might win some. That and Jay-Z's song "Cry." Between those two.
Oh my God.
Ooh, have you ever
To be a love song. Sounds like a love song. Sounds like a love song. I hate to see it going down the eye. Make the song cry. Hey, doing it down my eye. I'm trying to make the song cry. Hey, I can't. I will not.
That was like the first rap song I ever got emotional to. I was like, yo,
the
that
first
shit
time
hit me in my chest.
The first time I heard this song, it was on my friend's buddy profile, the lyrics. And then I looked it up and I was like, wait, this song is really dope. I ain't seeing it coming down my eye. So I'm trying to make the song cry. It's so good. I've been in the mood to sing. Have you been in the mood to sing?
Yes, I have.
Something in the air?
Maybe so. Where's the moon? Is it Mercury?
I don't fucking know.
Retrograding or Gatorading or?
It's somewhere. And it makes me want to sing.
I'm always the worst with the mic.
You are. But I have this better mixer now, so it's better at picking up. That was really good. Can you do that? Let me freestyle real quick.
Okay, let me slow down.
Hey, it's Steph. And
she's on the left.
And I'm kind of deaf too, you know. I can't
very deaf.
I can't hear shit, you know. This is not even go.
I can't hear.
I can't hear shit.
Is that a
real
thing? Can you not hear?
Yeah, I'm kind of hard of hearing.
Aww.
I had so many damages in my eardrums when I was younger from ear infections.
Damn.
That it affected my hearing. I had to get surgery.
Damn, go figure. Did they open up your brain?
No. Listen, that's it. They just put tubes in my ears or some shit. Yeah.
Still, sure.
But it's kind of ironic that I ended up being in podcasting and audio because it's my hearing is awful.
Have you experienced this spatial audio shit on Apple Music?
What? Oh, yes. Ooh. Yes, I have. You can hear.
I hope that man got a raise.
You could hear every fucking harmony.
It's the parts of songs, and I thought I was good at piecing songs because that's what I do.
But you can hear literally every single layer in their Pro Tools.
You know who blew me away in spatial audio? Fucking Charlie Puth. Attention.
Oh my God.
The bass is in your fucking chest. My man on that bass was doom 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 boom doom boom doom boom.
You know what's a fun fact that people don't know about you? Didn't you train in some classical musical?
Yeah.
Sing for us.
Oh man. What do I have?
He's classically trained, y'all.
I'm gonna go easy, and my choir and singer people will know this is the bass bottom because I don't have. You got to be practiced to really, really rip any opera.
Okay.
Caro mio ben.
Beautiful. Closer to the mic.
Senza di te.
So beautiful.
Languisce il cor. That's all. That's it.
Wow, you guys.
But you know what? My voice, funny enough, my voice was not made for R&B and pop and Chris Brown and Trey Songz. My voice was made for that. My voice is made for bum 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 whoa.
Yeah, no, you sound great. My voice is made for Britney Spears. I could sound like Britney.
Yes.
No. Want me to do it? Only real Britney fans will know this song. Don't go knock my door.
Yo!
Time is up. No more cheating lies. No more pills to try. You were not like so bye-bye. Suddenly, I am over you.
That's crazy.
I can see myself saying, I am better off without you.
Dude.
Stronger and never and
I remember that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Telling you now. Don't go knocking on my door. Dun, dun, dun. Gotta stay away for sure. Yeah, I'm Britney.
That's funny. That's funny. Your little. You do actually sound like it. That's the funniest shit. That's the funniest.
Because she was like my icon.
Aww.
Like I would try to sing like her, which kind of fucked me up vocally because like I felt like I didn't get to have range because like, most of my childhood I just tried to sound like Britney. Love her though. Free Britney. Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Vocal Therapy. And guess the fuck what? We have, I know this is like 50% of your guys' favorite person on the show. We got Quavis on the pod. Danquai.
That is
Quavis.
not what Quay is
Sunday
short
morning
for.
sounds.
That's not what Quay is short for, guys.
I know. It's Danquai.
But it's funny.
But I like to call you. I feel like you're more of a Quavis to me.
Quavis. What name does that come from? Like Davis? Or?
I have no idea. I felt like it just came out of me one day.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be okay with Davis.
Quavis.
Yeah.
I like Quavis. Mm-hmm. But it's been a while since you've been on the pod.
It has, man. The COVID.
Yeah, and you were also living out of state, but now you're back.
I'm back.
In LA, so you guys are going to get more of Quavis if he's down to come on the pod.
You know I'm down. Come on.
Yeah. But I feel like it's tradition every time you come on the show that we have to do a Q&A. So we're going to...
I'm a segment, y'all.
You are. Like, we're not going to talk about anything. We're just going to answer all y'all's questions because I feel like those are always like the biggest hits with you. And it's also like Q&A just sounds so good.
It does. I'm ready. I'm always interested to see what type of shit y'all talking about. Y'all funny. So
we got some questions on Instagram, and then I had some people send me some stories. So we're going to get even better stories, like more detailed shit. Can I read a story? I'm good with characters. We actually got an audio message, too. Oh, shit. So we get to hear this person's voice. Should we do the audio message
Is that from what, stereo?
No.
I'm about to say, girl, you be multi-level with it, girl.
No.
Questions from IG, email, Twitter, Facebook.
That contract is done, so I'm not doing stereo.
Thank you, stereo, for your time.
Fun fact. Thank you for your time. So, yeah.
My beard just, like, snatched from the mic. I don't know. That was weird.
It kind of matches.
It does, right?
It blends. Okay, so let me find. I got to figure out. Just going to figure it out as we go.
So while she figures that out, how are you all doing? Mental health check-in. That's right. This is the Danquai podcast now.
You're stupid.
Because Broke Girl Therapy is taking a break to pay the bills.
No, I just got to figure this shit out.
Oh, it was so cute listening to you with the Fiends. Best Fiends.
Oh my God.
The Best Fiends commercial. Did y'all hear her commercials? I love her Best Fiends commercial. Best Fiends. I listened to the whole commercial. Ain't no skipping.
Oh,
you really support it. Ain't no skipping through the commercials.
I had to get paid. Well,
got to get paid.
I'm not going to lie. This is.
So listen, rate, subscribe, like.
They're not even like paying for this particular ad, but I actually do play. I play Best Fiends like every day. Aww. Like every single. It's the best game ever. I don't play games.
Damn, I be playing Call of Duty and 2K on my phone and GTA San Andreas.
I play Best Fiends, so it's like, yeah, it might be a cheesy ad, but I like legit play it.
Damn.
Yeah, like before. This is my night routine.
I thought you were just selling the shit.
No. I mean, at first,
I don't drink Pepsi, but if they got a $10 million check, shit, I'll take a sip.
Well, at first, like, like, oh, like, can we advertise with you? And I was like, okay, let me just try out the game to see if I like it. And then I ended up really loving it. So I was like, yes, please. I'm down to talk about it because I actually really play this game. But anyways, enough about that. They got a free sponsorship, like a free promo right there.
They did.
What? Insert Best Fiends promo now.
I do the same thing when I'm recording. Like, I do this, though.
Yeah.
So that when I'm editing, I can see like 5 or 6 frames and just my hands up. I'm like, oh, that's the cut.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Okay, let me find.
Probably going to cut that, huh?
No. I'll keep
shit. I love you.
Yeah, shit. Okay, so let's listen to this message. You ready, Quay?
Ready.
Let's do this.
Hey y'all. So, I want to start off by saying I love you both, and I just really need some sort of assistance or some advice or whatever. I was in a situationship for almost 2 years. We were a couple. Everyone knew we were together. He was not stepping out or not with anyone else. It was him and I. It's just he had that one commitment thing of giving me that title, right? And almost 2 years in, or 2 years would be August 10th. We ended things last week. And it ended up coming down to he thinks that after talking to his therapist, which I'm the reason he started going to therapy, is because I kept asking him and telling him, hey, there's things you haven't worked through. Like, get some help. This, that, right? And this man ended up finally realizing that he cannot be the man that I deserve. He cannot provide provide the basic necessities of a relationship because he hasn't dealt with his childhood traumas, right? I love him so much, and I know he loves me. But I want to have a future with him. And I know that he needs to do what he needs to do for himself. So we ended things, but I just want help or advice on how to move on. I don't want to be stuck on hope and potential because I know I'm going to eventually have to move on because I don't know how long it's going to take for him to, become the man that I know he could be. I just need help because it's been hard and I love him so much and I want him to be happy.
I think the thing to remember is, and I hear you getting emotional at the end there, and it's okay. It's okay because, like you said, you love him, and trust me, he needs that love. He needs that love more than he knows. Trust me, he needs you as much as you need him. But you got it right, man. You don't know how long it's gonna take, so do you? You just gotta do you.
That is such a man answer.
For right now. But maybe you set in your calendar every Sunday afternoon you call, or every 2 Sundays, or not even just a specific day, but check in. Let him know you're still thinking about him. Let him know through words and action if action unveils itself, if it makes itself available. But yeah, you got to take time, got to give him his space because he's not going to get better for you. He has to get better for him. He has to want better for himself first.
I got that.
So you're doing the right thing by giving him his space, by understanding that it's going to take time and you don't know what that time is going to look like. But the thing to remember is, man, time belongs to none of us. There's no such thing as a long time or a short time. It just is. The only reason it's long or short is because humans have put numbers to it. Time has never belonged to you and it never will. So I like to tell myself, unless you got an appointment, don't worry about time. Don't worry about the time it takes, man. Just live and do you and make sure that he is aware that you're still there for him and that you still love him and that you still care about him. And like I said, you don't want to be overbearing in this time apart, but you want to do enough that he knows what time it is and that he knows that he knows.
Trying to fly my face.
That he knows that you love him and stuff like that. Because once he's done with that work, or he feels done with that work, he won't look anywhere else. He'll be like, well, I'm ready to be who you deserve, And that's more manly of him than I think most people would probably give him credit.
Yeah, but that was brave. That was really dope of him to own up to have accountability for his actions, and to say that he wasn't man enough. But I don't know. I actually disagree with you. I know. I disagree.
Okay, I want to hear it.
I mean, I understand. I think that I know where your advice is coming from, where you want to make sure to let him know that you still care. But I think that for the sake of her mental health, she probably should lay off trying to check in on him like every Sunday or whatever. Like maybe once in a while, once in like 6 months or whatever, you know, when you really feel like you need to. But I don't think it should be like set an alarm, make this a routine.
No, yeah, and I realized it as I was saying that it sounded fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But that's not what I meant, guys. That's not. Don't make a routine out of it. Do you was the first thing I said. Like live your life.
Exactly.
But when you get time, when you feel like it, you know, check in.
Yeah, and I think that like it seems like bad timing because he really need to focus on himself. But I think that like in retrospect, it is great timing because you both realize you both learn a lot from each other, and you're just gonna gain knowledge for the next thing to come along, you know. And it's hard to say like, oh yeah, you never know what could happen in the future, because again, she says she doesn't want to have hope, and we shouldn't have hope that it will work out because that's just gonna screw us over in the end, you know. But just like, do you, girl? Shit, you about on your single life, you about to enjoy just you and having a relationship with yourself.
Hot girl summer,
and like shit, like hot girl fucking life. You know what I mean?
Shit.
I mean, like, eventually, you know, if you find someone, but I'm just saying, like, no matter what, like, even if you are with someone, like, hot girl life, man, like, even if you're in a relationship, like, I'm in a relationship now, but I still do me. Like, my whole life isn't trying to, like, please my man, you know what I mean? Like, we definitely come together and we're partners in life and all that stuff, but it's just, like, you know, like, you still have to have yourself, so this is the time to kind of, like, find that and
work on you, too.
Enjoy that, because one day you will be in a relationship for the rest of your life, hopefully, and you're gonna miss the times when you were by yourself.
Damn, I should have went to that club.
Right? Yeah, just like enjoy it, you know, like enjoy like this time to kind of like find yourself and to like be sad and to be lonely and to make mistakes. Like I think that like I'm like proud of the woman that I am today because I lived that life, you know, and not saying that you have to fuck everything you see, but just saying like,
ow.
But just like the independent, if you want to, that's fine too. Shit, like that's your prerogative. But like, you know, it's really just like, just do you, like have fun in that, you know, like make new friends, like go out, go start a new hobby and shit.
Hinge,
like a podcast.
Bumble, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't use any of that shit.
Did you say mumble?
Bumble. I mumbled Bumble.
Yeah, or like, you know, the world is opening back up. Shit, like you don't gotta deal with dating in quarantine. Go out, you know, and
the Virgil.
The Virgil. If you're in LA, go to the Virgil.
No, I forgot about that. This shit is worldwide. Ain't no telling where she's.
I don't think we've ever been to the Virgil together.
I never been with you now. I probably was in there the same night as you at one point or another.
Nah.
Probably not. Okay.
Get closer to the mic. I don't know, Mike.
I know. I'm the worst with the mic.
I don't know why you like to be so far away from the mic. Should we just bring this up?
I'm an actor. I'm used to the mic just following me.
You're stupid.
You should just fucking keep up, boom guy.
You're dumb.
I am.
It's okay. I am. Anyways, we got more to cover.
Word.
But yeah,
Madam, we appreciate you and your story. Yeah. And obviously we're not here to tell anyone how to feel, but remember that I always tell everyone this. Remember that no matter what you're going through, no matter where you're at in life, you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to create that happiness and what it looks like for yourself. Don't forget, you deserve happiness and a smile on your face regardless of what's going on. And I've been through some tough shit, shorty, so I know.
Shorty.
I get it. I get where you're at, mama. I feel it. But you still deserve to smile, laugh, and frolic
smile,
and shit.
I smile. Is that Justin Bieber? Am I singing Justin Bieber in the pod?
Is it Justin Bieber? I don't know a lot of Justin Bieber. What's the joint?
I think that's Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber that comes to my
Comment
mind.
below. Was that Justin Bieber that I was singing?
Justin Bieber comes to my mind. I think, baby. Oh, and why Usher was Googling 14-year-old kids on YouTube to discover Justin Bieber. That's the only thing that comes to my mind. I think Justin Bieber's like, why was Usher looking up?
Well, okay, to be honest,
what is his YouTube algorithm
to be honest, I was following Justin at that time on YouTube.
Damn,
I used to watch his like
early adopters
before he was like signed to all these records, whatever. You know,
2 million others, and Usher.
Yeah,
apparently.
So Usher knew what's up.
Yeah, clearly, quarter billion later.
For real. But yeah, I mean, I just think that like this is your time to shine. Do you, girl, and move on, because you can't fix him. He's just going to have to deal with it himself. It's not your problem. Even though you care about him and you love him and you want to support him. But at the end of the day, this is your life too. Like, do something for you. So
go buy those shoes. And that dress to go with it.
Hey, and go out to the Virgil with it. I want to do a live show at the Virgil and literally just get drunk with like everyone that goes.
That'd be
like
fire.
Imagine if a bunch of you guys went to the Virgil.
I got a DJ. I'm gonna say what's up.
You don't DJ.
I don't DJ. I know DJs.
Okay,
I got DJs on team.
No, it's got to be DJ Jedi.
Okay.
He's my friend, and he's always literally spinning at the Virgil. So it's like every situation that's like happened. DJ Jedi's DJ
built the soundtrack to it.
Is the background music for all of disasters that has happened at the Virgil. Anyway, next question. Do you want to read it?
Sure, I'll read it.
Sure. Okay, this one's called Hinge Horror Story. Trigger warning. It's long.
That's cool.
Do you know how to read?
There you go. We'll find out right now after this commercial break. I just wanted to say that.
And I might put a commercial break after that because that's a good segue.
Oh, you gotta come closer. You gotta pull it closer. It's stuck on the adapter.
Oh, there you go. A little closer.
Okay, here we go.
All right, reading by Quay.
My soul been here a long time, and my eyes have too. Apparently. Story time. So I've been watching your show for the longest time, and I always heard you talk about Hinge. And since I had just moved to a new city, I decided to give it a try. And I ended up matching with this older guy who's 10 years older than me. Ooh. You better go get your cat, daddy. I'm 23 and he's 33. That's not that much older, just so you know. Because like 33 is...
It's really not old.
I'm going to just read your story. But that's old enough to fuck like the daughter and the mama.
Oh. And I know you've done that.
No, I haven't. Not in the same household.
Not the same mom and daughter. Okay.
No. But
not the same
I
household.
talked to him for a little bit. I was kind of hesitant to meet up with him because I didn't really know anyone here. But I eventually decided to let him come over. LOL. It was pretty. What you LOLing about? It was pretty normal. We were just watching a movie and having small talk and getting to know each other, and it was great. After he left, we were.
Wait, is this the first date?
We were still talking, yep, and texting and hung out again. And next thing you know, we started to smoke and I didn't want to, but we did.
Bitch, I've been there before too.
Somehow ended up back at my place and we ended up having sex, and oh my God, it was all caps. Oh my God, it was the best sex of my life. This motherfucker eat me up so good.
It's because 23-year-old dick is not as good as 33-year-old dick. Let's say it. Let's claim it. It's real.
There's certain muscles that just don't develop until you're at least your late 20s, like right. in your lower back, hip,
like no
pelvis
23-year-old motherfucker really know how to lick the clit. I'm gonna just say it.
Needs to be looking at everything, I'm assuming.
They're just like, let me just try everything right now.
See what you respond to. Yeah. It's just, knowledge comes with time. But I'm gonna hit y'all again with it in all caps. Oh my God, it was the best sex of my life. This month MF eat me up so good. I think came she even typing the memory of it is fucking up her typing. I think came like, I don't even know this number. Hold on, I'm gonna really say it though. Hold on, we at 100 millions. This is 184 trillion 839 billion 204 million.
Oh my gosh, she really put it like
3,949 times.
I really want to know the actual number though.
It's one more. It's one less than the trillion. It's 18 trillion. 18 trillion 483 billion 920 million 403,949 times, because math. That really ain't that much. 18 trillion.
Okay, let's not get into math. Continue.
It was that many times she came, y'all.
Yeah,
I think I came like that many times. I was shook.
I never came that many.
Tantric. I never in my life had a guy fuck me that good. LOL. Still LOL. After that, I was literally hooked. We hung out again and having the best sex ever one day, until one day, after we finished having sex, we started talking, and somehow he mentioned to me that he went to jail and that he had a gun, and I don't know why, but it really creeped me out.
Something like that. Someone like that has good dick.
See, this, I'm not even going to get, that's after the story.
A dude that's been in jail has good dick.
This after the story.
I've never had jail
But
dick before,
he had,
but
just so y'all know.
I just assume.
Just so y'all know, I mean, look, anyway.
I've had good.
You don't have to go to jail to be carrying a gun, yo. He had a gun, and I don't know why, but it really creeped me out. And I told him to leave. And after that, I never heard from him again.
I'd be creeped out, especially on the first date, if someone had a fucking gun to
No.
house.
This was after they hung out more. The first date, she got bing banged, I believe. The first date, yeah.
Don't bring that around me. I don't want to.
The first date, got the bing bang boom. Came a bunch of times and stuff.
That's it? Okay. Continue.
So after that, I never heard from him again. I texted him like 2 days later, and he never texted back. So I figured he just ghosted me. And I was very upset. I didn't think that someone would actually do that to me.
I'm not laughing at this story. I'm laughing at Quay reading.
I was so upset and so bothered that I decided to look him up. Whoop, girl. And see him.
Oh, shit.
And see him maybe. And see him maybe. Okay, I see. Your punctuation. That dick had your punctuation fucked up. And see him maybe. He had a girlfriend or a wife. LOL. I don't know what you LOLing about. Just say what you're saying. I couldn't find a single thing. Oh, and see if maybe he. Okay, it says him. And decided to look him up and see if maybe he had a girlfriend or wife. LOL, I couldn't find a single thing. I was going crazy until I finally found one of his family members. You sound like a detective. Online, but he has a different last name. So I entered his actual name on Google, and holy fuck, all caps, and holy fuck, the first thing I see is an article about this man being arrested. It was on the local news website. Then on YouTube, there was a whole segment on the local news regarding this man. He lied about everything.
Oh my God.
He lied about why he went to jail. Oh, damn. Forget Apple, man. Yeah. Hey, yo. Apple screens be too clear to not be touchscreen. But I know they got the iPad Pro or whatever popping off now. Anyway.
Continue.
YouTube had a whole segment on the local news regarding this man. He lied about everything. He lied about why he went to jail. He doesn't even have his real name on any of his social media accounts. Of course, he's a criminal. And he goes by a different name at work. Probably an initial or some shit, I'm sure. The man is living a fucking double life. He was arrested for being a fucking creep. I feel really embarrassed to say this, but he was caught setting up a camera in the ladies' restroom at his job. Creep dick. I confronted him about it. I sent him a message and a screenshot and blocked him right after. I didn't hear from him until he added me on Snapchat like a month later.
See, trust no motherfucker who adds you on Snapchat.
He literally messaged me asking to hang again as if I didn't confront him about the nasty shit that he did. Well, anyway, that's so matter of fact. Well, anyway, he went on to say that he was in a bad mental state at the time. Okay. A bad mental state at the time. So me being the good person that I am, I gave him another chance. Oh, sister, you've been on my mind. Oh, Lord, sister, you're one of a kind. What are you thinking? You're one of a kind. You are so special to us.
What the fuck? Okay, continue. Damn,
no judgment. No judgment here.
This is a D2G situation.
Yeah, no judgment.
Too good.
No judgment here,
even criminal
man.
they got you feeling a little delusional. Sorry, I didn't mean to say delusional. I'm kind of drunk.
No judgment. No judgment.
No judgment.
But you knew the way you typed this letter. You knew that you should not give him. You knew that you should not give him a second chance. You knew that
it's the D2G hypnotized.
Dignitized. She was dignitized. Yep.
I mean, I've been there before.
Damn.
I've been there before where I've dated guys who were questionably criminals.
Yeah, man, this is how cars get keyed.
But you just get a little too
this is how cars get keyed and workplace pop-ups happen and get dick to bomb.
Dick to bomb.
Yeah,
Have you ever? Okay, continue. Never mind.
Have I? I've had them all nuts. No, I've had them all.
Have you ever been dickmatized?
No, but I've been on the giving end.
You've dickmatized some women in the past.
Like a snake charmer.
Okay, continue. Snake charmer.
Mm-hmm. So he came over.
Okay.
And we had sex. I can't believe I just found my spot in here like that again. So he came over and we had sex and he ghosted me again.
Of course.
Man, look. No judgment. Look.
No. We all go through it. Shit. I've been through some shit too. Shit.
Exactly.
We all go through it.
Exactly. No
it's
judgment
a learning
here.
lesson.
No judgment here. I was upset because he literally came over, fucked me, and left. I didn't hear from him. Until a month later. Oh, a month later again, I let him come over, and again, he ghosted me. Hold on, he came over a third time? At this point, I was very upset, so I had a police officer do a quick background check for me.
Hey, come through.
Capital LOL. Turns out that this guy has been to jail multiple times because he's been caught recording and window peeping. This guy's mugshots are all over the internet. This is a Dirty
John situation.
Yep. It doesn't stop. This guy's mugshots are all over the internet. It
Wait,
doesn't
give me
stop
his
there.
The mugshot.
This man literally went to jail the day after he came to my apartment. And if you can't tell, that's all caps.
So that's why he ghosted you. So lesson learned. If he's not ghosting you, he's
maybe he's in jail. He with his other boo in jail.
Oh my God. Are we done? Is there more?
The first time he ghosted me was because this motherfucker was in jail. The officer literally told me that this man is a very dangerous man. It's not there, but dangerous man, that he's dealt with men like him before. They turn out to be rapists, sex offenders. I literally started freaking out. I had my guy friend come and check my apartment to see if this guy set up any cameras, and thankfully, I don't see anything. I know I should have stopped. See, I knew she knew. I know I should have stopped talking to him the first time I found out, but I honestly didn't want to see the bad in this person. I had to block him as soon as I found this all out. I check my window every night because I don't know the man I let in my house. I'm super paranoid, and I'm sad. I'm sad I let him into my life with open arms just for him to lie about his whole life. I haven't heard from him in over 2 weeks, and that's because I blocked him everywhere. It sucks that even after all this, I still think about him. I just want to get tested for any STDs or HIV.
Yeah, do that.
And hope and pray I don't have anything.
Oh, girl.
Feels so good to let this out. I just want all the ladies to please be aware of who you are letting in.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Thank you for sending over this message, because I think that sometimes we live in the moment. We're like, oh, whatever. Like, let's just invite this person over. But like, even if they are so charming and the dick is so good, like, you don't know what their history is, you know? And like, you don't know if their real name is on what their profile is, you know? Like, you just don't know.
Man.
And like, you know, dating online is so fun. It is. It's great to meet new people, but like, be safe about it, you know? Like, meet in public places. Like, don't just invite them over or anything like that. I know that sometimes we get tempted because we horny as fuck and we just like, fuck it, let's live life on the edge. But like,
woo!
But like this, I'm sure like you probably thought this would never happen to you.
Everyone does.
Everyone thinks that.
And you have a right. You have a right to, because it shouldn't happen.
And, you know, I've been through situations where I thought, you know, a guy that I met online was great, and it turned out to be kind of creepy. You know, I've talked about that in the early traumas episode. And it's just like, they will manipulate you. So just, you never know who this person is. Even if like you have a gut feeling of like, oh, this person could be nice, it could be great, it could be safe. You never know. Don't do it.
Yeah, my real name's not Quay.
It's Quavis. Stupid.
Who would
honestly
pick,
you
who
could
would
have
pick
a
that
different
name?
name.
Who would pick Quay though?
Your mom.
No, that's what I'm saying is,
Danquai.
if your name was something else, how would you land? Who on earth would land on Quay? On Danquai as their fake name? It could never be a fake name.
It could never be. Yes, it could be a fake name.
Because you would never, that shit was never coming out of a Wu-Tang.
Because no one would think that would be a fake name. So
it's
that's
never
why they
coming
would
out
choose
of a Wu-Tang name generator like Childish Gambino. It's not like,
No.
So Anyway, though,
No, that's scary, and
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay. That's the biggest part. Is like I'm glad you're okay, but that is scary now. That thinking like what could happen. Like the part where she talks about, making sure she locks her windows and all that stuff like that. Like,
here's the part that really frightens me. You cannot confront a criminal about his crimes and then invite him to your house, because he could have easily been coming to snuff your ass out. Mm-hmm. He could have been coming to make sure there wasn't no witnesses, make sure, you found out? Well, you ain't going to know after tonight.
I've watched a lot of true crime shit.
You got to be careful, hun bun.
Yeah.
You got to be careful about people that's already, sketchy and you got proof that they sketchy. Once you call them out on their sketchiness, they're not going to get more amicable about their sketchiness.
Yeah.
They're going to be fucking weird about it because it's fucking weird.
Yeah, this is a very Dirty John situation. Did you ever listen or watch Dirty John?
I feel like I recognize the
how
title.
She fell in love with this guy on the internet, and he just came out of jail and ended up like trying to kill her daughter, and like the daughter ended up having to kill him. It was like a whole thing where he ended up being a criminal and was like a scammer at the same time. So John. You never know, and it also like there's something to how she says she still thinks about him. Girl, there's something that us women, I feel like men probably go through this too. I'm not going to just like generalize, but I've been through this too, where we kind of find a thrill in this like unknown and the drama. And like as empaths, we see them as like really great people. We're like, no, like they have a good heart. They just make these mistakes. But at the end of the day, baby girl, like you got to look out for yourself. And this is not a situation you want to be in, So I always like try to circle back to like every story, going back to like self-worth. Like at the end of the day, look at your self-worth. Like you don't deserve to be in this situation. Like you don't want to be caught up in his shit.
Dog, I got so much self-worth that, and this is not to compare to anybody else, I got so much self-worth that you missed 2 goddamn text messages, I'm never hitting you back up. Like, that's the end of it. Like,
exactly.
2, I'm not going to let this go on to a 3rd time. Maybe if you real fine, I'll fuck around and let a 3rd time happen.
Maybe it will worth it.
But after that 3rd one, I'm like, no, fuck it, I don't care how fine you are. Like, yeah man, stand up for yourself. Don't.
This is kind of a situation I think that you have to face your self-worth. Like, why do you fantasize being in this really obviously dangerous situation? Like you,
because he brought the gun back. Yeah. He had the gun with him because he's a criminal.
He's gonna have to go with them
in case the cops, in case he got a shootout with the cops.
Like who knows what he's into? You know what I mean? So it's just like take care of yourself. Like don't put yourself in those situations. Like you deserve better than that. Like you don't deserve to be in dangerous. You don't deserve to be like scared that he's gonna crawl through your window. Like that's scary. Like.
Also, if he was in and out of jail that much, it's because his true love is in there. So you ain't never stand a chance nowhere.
Like, don't try to look in like, but he's a great person. Don't try to like rationalize or trying to like make an excuse for him. Like, please. Like, I mean, I hate to like sound so direct, but it's just like for your safety at this point.
Literally, yeah.
For your fucking safety, like, don't just please like
keep
be
him
careful.
Locked.
Keep him. Don't talk to him because it's clearly like. Is up to no good and it's going to end in something bad. So don't put yourself through that.
I think it's already pretty bad.
It's already bad, but like it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's not going to get better. That's the harsh reality. Like I think that sometimes we tell ourselves it's going to get better. Like it's fine. Like he's going to fix himself. We're going to support him through it and whatever.
33, this is who he is.
But like, or like maybe the instant gratification of like, well, damn, the sex was so good. That's the best sex ever. I can't stop thinking about it. But it's like, is it really worth your fucking life? It's not. Find some other dick. You know what I mean? Like this dick is not worth it. This dick is not worth it.
That should be a mantra.
This dick is not. Tell yourself that every fucking morning when you think about him. This dick is not fucking worth it. And I hate to be so like direct again, but I'm just telling you as a friend, as someone, I don't know you, but I feel like I know you. Like if you were my friend, if you were my best friend, I'd be like, yo, please, like I pray to God, like I care about your safety. So this dick is not worth it at all.
Yeah, some things, man, they have to have their A and then they have a B and then you move on.
Yeah.
A to B. A to B. This.
Just make it a great story, but don't make this anything further than that.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
You experienced it. Now let it go. Let it go.
What an adventure, huh?
What a funny story, but let it go.
Glad you're good.
Don't be actually a part of his fucked up story. Don't get caught up in his mess. That's all I'm saying.
That was a trip.
And I'm also drunk.
Oh, it's a rose.
Aw.
Rose.
Rosie. Okay, next story. You want to do the next one?
Rick Ross' voice was cute.
Rosie.
What? If Rick Ross was like a mongoloid or something like.
Okay. This one is titled "Question for the Pod." I want you to read it.
I want you to know that it says for the pod.
Which that's how you know you're a real
pod.
fucking listener when you say "the pod" because that's literally how
Say it for the pod.
Say for the pod. So this bitch, I love you already. Okay, you can read it because I like how you read.
Hey, Stephanie. I absolutely love your pod, and I've been listening since we first went into lockdown, and since then you have helped me through so much. Thank you. Smiley face emoji, heart emoji, or is it like tears?
Thank
emoji?
you. Like
tears emoji.
Heart.
You. Thank you emoji. Heart emoji.
Shut up. Next paragraph.
Thank you emoji. No, thank you isn't emoji. It's the hands.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to ask for some advice because we seem to have had pretty similar situations, but different contexts, and I have no idea what to do or what the hell is wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with you.
Let's not say that. We haven't read 4 yet. Let's find out. Let's just find out. Let's be fair.
Let's be fair. Okay, you're right.
I'm going to stay in the middle. Let's find out. Maybe there is something wrong. We'll know in a second. Me and my ex broke up officially in April and have been in no contact since then. I broke up with him basically because it was really toxic. Always accused me of cheating and crazy things I never do. He was controlling, and overall, it was just really bad on my mental and physical health. Good for you calling it out. I've been doing okay. I haven't broke contact this whole time, but lately I've been thinking too much about him to the point where I'm dreaming about things with him.
Been there.
Which feels like he was actually there. Oh my. I also just can't seem to think that I will find a connection as strong as him because all guys since him have not pleased me sexually or emotionally. I just don't know what to do. Because I know he was really bad for me, but I can't help that I genuinely loved him and my feelings were real. I was just putting myself first.
So wait, why was it a bad relationship? Did she say?
Accused of cheating all the time, crazy things she never do, controlling, and just really bad on her mental and physical health.
Yeah.
But I can't help that I genuinely loved him and my feelings were real. I wasn't putting myself first. I think she meant to put there. I was just putting myself first, but the breakup was I was just putting myself first, but the breakup was really, really bad. And he even told me he wasted a year of his life with me, even though I was so good to him. Yeah, he was just trying to hurt you. I'm still questioning everything I did in the relationship, and I can't help but think if I set better boundaries, could it have worked out?
No.
But then again, I remember the times he treated me really badly. Am I just being crazy? Or is it a sign that things could have gotten better? So sorry for the long message, but I need your help, girl. Heart. Can't wait to hear back from you guys. Heart. Love you.
I love you too.
Love. Big love to wherever you are in the world, girl.
This sounds like it was clearly sorry if this is brutally honest, but like an amateur relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he clearly, by the way that he guilt tripped you and gaslit you, like he clearly has a lot to do and work on himself. And I've been in a relationship where he was toxic, but I was just as toxic. And I'm not like a toxic person. I'm not a crazy person. But I think at that time I was just immature. Like, I don't think that I was fully ready to be like in a relationship. And there was a lot of things internally for myself that I needed to figure out. So I think this is kind of, I would imagine be kind of a similar like type of relationship where it was just like you really liked each other and loved each other, but it was just like you're both equally toxic because you're probably both equally battling with inner insecurities or struggles or like some trauma from your fucking from your fucking childhood. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he needs to like figure out his own shit. And I think that you need to figure out your own shit. You're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. You are human.
Yes, after reading, there's nothing wrong with you.
Thank you.
I had to check, though.
I knew right away. Like, I feel like when you question that, that just means that you're having self-awareness. You know, like, you know that, like, you have imperfections and, you know, and that's okay. Like, I mean, we're all fucking human. We all, like, were raised, you know, with some sort of trauma, you know, that reflects back into relationships. So this is probably something that was like a very immature, amateur relationship. And not saying that the feelings weren't real, but it's just like you clearly, both people were struggling with shit and like came together and needed to figure themselves separately. So now that you're single, which is dope that you like figure that out. We're like, wait, I need to choose me. Like, that's fucking growth. So I think that you need to like pat yourself on the back for that, because that's like dope that you're like, wait, I need to pull back and fix myself and not be in such a toxic relationship. So I think that you're on the road of like knowing your self-worth, you know?
Absolutely.
And there's nothing wrong with like, you know, I know that you're questioning how you were in the relationship. I think that we all do that, you know?
Also, it doesn't sound like you need to go back or look to go back or even look to him right now. I think a little, you know, time with yourself or with someone else.
Yeah.
And I mean, like you said, no one sexually or emotionally has made you feel that way. But there's some, I once read somewhere that the sex is great in toxic relationships because it's the only love you're receiving.
Only thing that's good.
It's the only thing good in a relationship that you're receiving.
Works.
So it feels like that's so powerful, but it's because you attach so much to it because it's the only form of love you're receiving in the relationship sometimes. And so that's why we say, oh, the toxic sex, the best sex. It's so much better to be able to lay there and not fight afterwards and not, you know, and not think about and now you got to think about all the negative shit, you know? So,
yeah.
But a lot of times that's what it comes to. So,
I mean, look at the situation as like, yeah, you really cared for this person. And like, but you know, the reality of life is like, we're going to care about a bunch of people and then we're going to move on and then we're going to find someone else to care about. Like, I look back at like certain relationships, like in my early 20s or mid 20s, or like even fucking a year ago when my ex Morgan cheated on me. Like, I look back at it and be like, well, that was a learning curve, you know? And it's just like, you kind of just appreciate for what, or at least try to appreciate for what it is.
You have to.
You have to.
You know what movie I watched recently? And I've been applying to everything? Collateral Beauty. Have you seen this? Will Smith?
No.
Will Smith loses a child and he starts writing letters to love, time, and death.
Wow.
And like postmarking them to love, time,
That's beautiful,
and death.
actually.
And I want to say it was Death. Yeah, it was Death that said, you have to be able, even in the deepest pit of emotion, in the worst place you think you've ever been, you have to be able to find the collateral beauty. For example, I lost my father as a child, right? And even as a child, I was able to understand the collateral beauty of, I didn't have a word for it, but I was able to understand the collateral beauty of so many people will never have a clue where their father ever was, ever is, or ever will be. In my father's death, I'll always know exactly where he is. I can always go see him. And there's some solace in that. So you have to find your collateral beauty.
Oh, that was beautiful, Quay.
You have to find your collateral beauty. And it's just the title of a movie, but some movies, that's why it's art, you know?
Right.
That's why it's art. But you got to find, I've been applying it to everything. Everything that doesn't go my way. What is our way, really, right? Universe got a plan. But you got to find the positive in it. You're not suffering physically and mentally any longer.
Exactly.
You know, you can probably wake up. You ain't got to worry
about.
about.
You don't have to deal about that shit.
Know?
Someone just fucking gaslighting you and making you feel like you're not good enough for the relationship. You know, like
making you question your worth and stuff.
That should be like a fresh breath of air. You know, to like not have to deal with it. And like, I know that we got caught up in like missing that person. It's almost like grieving their death. You know, but it's just like when we finally accept. I know it sounds like really dark. We finally accept death and also accept, you know, that people come in and out of your life, which feels similar to death in a way, you know, like It's just kind of like you kind of free yourself because you have to realize like that's just the beauty of life. Like people come in and out and shit. I'm drunk and I'm getting really deep, but it's so true though. Yeah, like this person, you loved them for this moment and but you chose yourself, which is the dopest thing ever.
You're gonna have to choose yourself every time. For real.
Like you always
until somebody chooses you over themselves as well.
So. Like for instance, like yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of when Morgan cheated on me, and that was the most dramatic day. Like I recorded the episode the day of, which is the breakup episode, and it like I remember that moment just feeling like
let's get the breakup episode to 1 million streams, man.
Let's
get that to 1 million streams. All right,
hey, go stream it. But it was to me such a staple moment in my life because it was the moment that I realized my self-worth. Like I literally have footage of me being like, wait, I don't have to fucking deal with this anymore. And like that's so powerful. So it's just one of those things where it's like, but I wouldn't have felt that way unless I'd been through fucking A, B, and C. And
you can't get to C without A and B, unfortunately.
Exactly. And now I'm in a loving relationship that's healthy and
love
in
your body. It's real.
And I'm praying and hoping for a fucking lifelong relationship with this person, but but it's just like I feel like this is the healthiest out of all the relationships I've been in. This is the healthiest I've been in only because I dealt with some shit. And like with Morgan, which was like the final straw, like I honestly probably would not have I'm gonna be real, I probably would not have liked and appreciated my boyfriend now if it wasn't because I went through all this shit, Like it made me appreciate a nice guy because let's be honest, you guys, we go through all these fucking criminals and these fuck boys, these dudes with good dick and like these dudes that we like are toxic, and we avoid like the nice guys. Why is that? And for me, I mean, I'm not going to talk on behalf of you guys, but for me, like, I'll admit, I love the drama. I love the thrill. I love the unknown. I loved researching. I loved being a detective. And that was my toxic trait.
There's some nice guy out there for you with good dick as well, ladies.
Exactly.
You got to believe it.
Yeah.
If you don't believe it, it can't happen. I say this to women all the time. Your man will only ever be as good as you can believe he is. Because if you can't believe that he can get this done, that he is thorough about this, that he can remember things about you, your assumption that he won't will weigh on him and he'll stop trying. He won't attempt because it's like, well, shit, she already think I can't.
Right. I'm
telling you, you have an immense effect on your man by just your belief of what he is capable of. And granted, it's on him to be more or be bigger or be better, but y'all have a big effect on it. What was the thing I was going to come back to? I see it's pulling up on a long time. What was the thing I was going to come back to? Oh, about the criminals and stuff. Yeah. There's a part, I'm not blaming women, but y'all have to remember, what did James Brown say? It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Everything men do, your average man. Everything your average man is going to do is going to be about, for, in front of, or trying to get some box. And I'm spelling that B-O-C-K-S. Box. That shit's hilarious to me. My homeboy did that shit. I was like, oh, this is how we're spelling it forever. Yeah. Box. So I don't know why. It's nothing square about it anywhere. I don't know why that's the name for it. Well, there's no corners. Like if I go down, hey, bro, if I peel any panties back and there's corners on it, that's the end of the panty peel. I put them shows back up. I know like, well,
don't pussy shame.
That was interesting. If your pussy got corners, I'm pussy shaming. Fuck out of here. If it got sharp corners and edges, I'm good. That's crazy. Continue. It could be. It might be interesting though. I might not. I might be lying to y'all right now. I might be like, you know what? Let's see these corners. Right. Let's see what these corners talking about. let's see what this rhombus talking about. Anyway, it's parallelogram. Anyway, that got weird. Yeah. But no, there is a part of y'all loving the thrill and drama and crime that makes niggas be dramatic and thrilling and criminal.
Like want to be like a bad boy.
Because they see that's them the niggas that get to play it. Let me tell you something, man. I've been singing. I ain't been locked up. I did one night. One day and night. I ain't been locked up. Hell no. I drive like a champ when I'm drunk. Let me stop now.
Don't
I don't
do that.
drive when I'm drunk. That's
Don't
not
drink
funny.
and drive.
That's not funny. Anyway, as the thing bells off, boom, boom. But no, seriously, there is a part of what women find attractive is what motherfuckers be into. I'm telling you, the day women don't find thugs attractive, that shit dead. There'll be no more thugs. As there'll still be a need for drugs in the hood.
There'll be no more thugs.
There'll still be a need for drugs in the hood.
Right.
There'll still be people bringing drugs into the hood, which generally ain't black and brown people bringing them into black and brown.
Yeah, that's
neighborhoods.
a whole lot.
We don't own no tankers and shit that go to Colombia, so it's not us bringing it.
But that's
into
a whole
the
lot of other topic we gonna really talk about.
It's for real. But those same people, yeah, drugs gonna still get sold in the ghetto and everywhere else. But if y'all all of a sudden, if the world changed and y'all was into carpenters, or y'all was into
Accountants.
I don't know, mechanics, or who knows, you know. Right now,
I could see that.
Right now, a lot of men feel like
agree,
a lot of men feel like they not cool if they not thugging, rapping, or balling.
Yeah.
And you know, it has ceased to become about what the man treats you like. So
for sure,
I'm fortunate to have a little bit of duality. I'm a gentleman, but I also will bust your head to the white meat. So I come from both sides of it. I can get just as much respect in the opera house as I can get in the trap house. So I happen to have that duality. Not even code switch. I'm the same person that I'm on this podcast. I'm the same person at the opera. Because if I'm at the opera, I probably either just performed or I know somebody that did. So I'm, you know.
Yeah.
So if I'm at the trap house, I definitely know somebody. So it's the same Quay though. It's going to be the same me. I'm going to speak to you the same. I ain't going to switch it up. I might use some colloquialism that you will understand better to communicate with you better. But I'm not going to switch my shit up.
Same Quay.
Yeah, for real. You're going to get the same Quay any space. But man, look, there's definitely a part of what motherfuckers think is cool that has a lot to do with women. I'm not telling y'all to do anything or blaming y'all for anything, obviously, but I'm just saying there is a connection between y'all liking thugs and thugs just existing.
I definitely, you know, went through a whole phase where I just really loved bad boys, you know, and
all leather jackets.
Yes, no, actually, Ben wore leather jackets. Bobby, but he looked, you know, whatever.
This one.
What was I saying? I'm drunk. But yeah, no, I went through definitely a bad boy phase, and there is a thrill, and there's something that, like, I used to be so upset going through, you know, those type of relationships and would cry about it and all that stuff, but
because they know that you're
sure.
They know you're all enamored about it. They know you like it. Yep,
they
know
sure.
you like the bad
and like
boy.
You get to a point, bro, like where you just like, look, I just want a genuine connection. I don't even give a fuck if you're a bad boy. Like, I just want like a person that's I don't have to worry about, you know, and like I needed to go through that, and that's why Morgan was like the worst out of all of them, because I needed to go through the worst, you know, and to be treated the worst in order to realize like, oh wait, I don't want to be treated like this.
Same, yep. Worst relationship ever helped me love myself so much more.
Because you've been through some shit too, and you like, yeah, you have to go through that to feel
appreciate
that feeling.
yourself.
Yeah, to feel that feeling and be like, hold up, back up.
You got me fucked up.
I actually don't have to be in this. I don't have to feel this way.
You have the right to choose.
You only, like, you can't control the other person. The only person you can control is yourself. Mm-hmm. So after Morgan, I was like, I'm gonna just go for a real nice man, you know, and that's what I did, and now I'm with him. But like, it, you know, it's just like. But again, I wouldn't have appreciated my boyfriend now if I didn't have gone through all the shit. Like if I would have like started dating him a year ago, or sorry, I did date him a year ago, or like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, however, whatever. I honestly would have been bored, you know, because I would have wanted the thrill. But now I'm bored of the thrill, and I'm like, I want something real. I don't want the thrill. I want real.
I'm telling you, man, that thrill is bullshit. The thrill only ends up two places: dead, in jail, or you fucked up with him somehow.
Or
you,
pregnant.
You in one of them places, and he ain't nowhere to be found, you know? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And this is not an advocation against thugs, because I know some good thugs that take care of their whole family, take care of their kids, they show up, they everywhere.
I know what you mean.
They
You
at
meant
the
like
soccer
a bad
game,
boy.
they coaches.
Yeah.
But some of these people that's faking, the bad boys that's faking, and they ain't really street niggas really out here grinding because they have to feed people. Man, look. stop falling for that bad boy bullshit. Be the same motherfucker that something go down, he'll leave your ass at the table at a restaurant. Oh shit, get down, baby. He gone. He ain't covering you. He ain't helping. He ain't bucking back or nothing. He just gone. You ever seen that video of that avalanche in France? No. Where the man left his whole family?
I see that. Yeah, he literally.
That's him. I bet you he's a bad boy.
Fucking left.
I bet you he's a fucking bad boy on Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays.
Yeah,
but that particular Saturday at that French brunch,
he didn't give a fuck.
He left his children, his children, his children, his wife. Man, I don't see.
Anyways, we're like already over an hour, but we still have. I want to get through all the questions. Like I hate going and like what though?
Like the first 15 minutes is
us singing.
Is optional. Yeah, it's like optional content.
It's just us singing.
You gotta buy the NFT.
But I really want to make this longer because I want to make sure that we answer the Instagram questions. So
Instagram.
So the first question is,
how y'all love
do
this?
men care how experienced a girl is? Is it a turnoff?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, we give a shit, man. Yeah, we care. But we're never gonna tell you in the moment.
Really?
We're just for the guys out there, for the guys listening who deal with ladies. If she's bad at sex,
you like a little hoe.
If she's bad at sex,
like a little freak.
I forget the comedian. I think it was Eddie Griffin once said, these guys. He was talking about Bin Laden's guys at the time, his early 2000s. He was like, they got this thing where you commit suicide and you promise X amount of virgins in heaven. I don't want no virgins. Give me 40 hoes. I want some experienced bitches. Like that was the joke. But he was saying what you're talking about here.
So you would never want to like fuck a virgin?
When I was 14, 15, sure.
Okay. But
now it'd be a little bit, I got to teach you everything. Like, it's okay if I got to teach you a couple things about me.
It's so
everybody
crazy
needs
because
that.
I feel like everyone always kind of has the opposite expectation of like, ooh, I want a girl that's never been with anyone before. Like, they don't want no hoe. They don't want no freak.
Because here's the thing. You don't have to worry about who comes before you if you know who came before you. If you know who you're dealing with, you're dealing with a solid person. From what you can tell, their habits are pretty clean because you never really know. But you gotta, take what information's available to you. I always say, use information available to you. Sometimes it's lies, sometimes it's not. So, but
you want
shit, girl, watch some porn, attempt some shit. I'll tell you this: an attempt at anything is always better than not trying nothing because you don't know how, because you feel like you don't know how. Anything, do even if it's a little bit weird, he'll straighten you up. He'll be like, okay, nah, like this. I like what you're doing, but like this for me.
Yeah, or find a friends with benefits that you could just literally explore on their dick.
There is that. Yeah. You could use that to learn. And like I said, watch some porn, girl. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Google that shit. Okay, next question. Opinion on open relationships.
Ooh. Oh, that's the question. Opinion on open relationships. You know what? I actually had this conversation recently.
With your girl?
With my with my shorty.
Shout out, cause what's up, girl?
You're not even going there.
We're not okay.
What?
He's got a girl. You guys.
Why she rumoring?
He's got a girl. This is the rosé talking.
She put this smile on my face. That's all y'all need to know. Anyway,
she put that pussy on the face. I like details.
No question.
But I know if I hit her up, she'd tell me.
No question.
I know if I hit her up, she'd tell me. Anyways.
No question.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, I've always said, like, humans, while we are creatures of habit, we also are creatures who get tired of habit. And
Agreed.
I could see myself, if I have been with someone so long that I know that this is the person that's going to be there when I kick the bucket, I could see myself being okay with this. Is like later in life though. If I've been with someone for decades at this point, I can see myself being like, man, what you think about some swinger shit? Let's get wild. Fuck it. We've been fucking nobody with each other for 20 years. And the girl
you're with is a freak. She'd be down.
So it's like,
she's so mad at me right now.
So
she'd be down for that shit.
It's like, man, I ain't about to ask. You gotta let them fellas. a lot of times the best practice is to let them start the conversation and act like you totally uninterested. Like, what? You was thinking about that? That's crazy. Yeah, tell me how you feel. You can't be like, yes, you can't just
be eager.
You can't be too eager.
Like,
Gotta ease in. But I can see myself as an old man with the person I know I'm, my person. I've been with him and I know I'm going to be with him. Being on some like, let's bring somebody in and let's,
But would you ever like?
Or,
let's go deeper. So obviously,
just don't give my heart away, man. Damn.
Yeah. So
just don't give that heart away.
There's like
girl.
some open relationships where there's some that's just sexual, and there's some that's like they could get like other girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever.
Yeah. See,
would you do that? Like have relationships?
Not a whole nother. I feel like. Not a whole nother relationship, because then it gets weird, man. Especially, let me tell y'all something, fellas. Y'all think that bisexual shit is hot until you in competition with a woman. You're never gonna beat a woman at getting a woman, because she know, she can get right to the heart of things.
I want to fuck a girl so bad.
Let her eat it from the back a little bit. Freak. So, but just know that, fellas. I'm gonna just tell you that about bisexual women. You think shit is sweet until you competing with one of them. Women too sexy to be competing with, man. Even the less fortunate featured woman is much more sexy than the sexiest man. Like they just got that energy,
For sure. Feminine energy is so much more sexier than men.
Like if you were 8, 9, 10
like
as
I'd
a
rather
man,
look at like
if you were 8, 9, 10 as a man, according to women, like a 5, 6, 7 woman can take your bitch.
Like easy. That's easy. So accurate because I honestly
easy.
I would be maybe I'm lesbian. I get more turned on if I see like a naked woman versus like a naked man.
It's beautiful, man.
Like I'm like a woman's body is just so beautiful. It's art. And it's like because they're all so different, they're all so unique, and it's also like sexy in their own way. And I just,
that ass.
I get that pussy in the face. I'm drunk. This is the rosé.
Put it on your sideburns.
Like Nicki Minaj said. I mean, for me, like open relationships, I've talked about this with my man. Like definitely not right now is something that we're like trying to do. But I think that just like you said, like, of course, like you find that person that you love and you trust and you're in that relationship with. But of course, there's times where you like want to spice things up. And I think I've said before on like a past episode about the threesomes where I was like, don't you dare look at another one. Like I was kind of like, I think in the past, like I've been like kind of like, yo, like I'm not like, don't you dare look at other girls, But now that I'm like in a good, healthy relationship and I know that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, fingers crossed, like I'm like, yo, like I'd be down to like switch things up. Like and I've said on the show before, like I'd be down to watch him fuck another girl. Like I just sit there and watch. Like that to me just sounds like really fucking sexy, like him just like eating out some other girl's pussy,
making eye contact with you the whole time.
Yeah, like, or I mean, whatever. Like just seeing him enjoy like another, like a beautiful woman, or like having another woman into the bedroom, and like we all like enjoy each other, and like watching him watch me, like enjoy this girl, and like. Or if
would you eat the cat stuff?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know what? Most
I'm not
straight
scared
women,
of pussy. I used to be scared of pussy, but I'm not like,
they be scared because man, look, pussy complicated.
And honestly, like I mean, I think that I've been so open enough to be like, I've never had pussy that I'm gonna be like, yo,
I've never had it. Like it's the newest dish in Maggiano's.
Never had the pussy.
I've never had the pussy. What does that come with?
Like I feel like I'd be down to experiment and to like have fun. Like,
I'm sorry. What does that come with?
What?
I've never had the pussy here.
I've never had the pussy. So what do I do here? Was there a manual to use it? But hi Vincent. My roommate just walked in as I'm talking about eating pussy. So
she says she's not scared, bro.
I'm not scared.
She ain't scared.
I'm not scared of pussy. I will eat it. I've never eaten it before, but I'm down. Like, as long as, I mean, okay, I sound so confident right now, but I know
as long as it's sauteed and not fried.
Exactly. A little sauteed,
it's
not
crunchy
fried.
when it's fried.
Yeah. But I think that, like, again, you can't just throw pussy at me. I'll be down for any pussy, but, like, I definitely have to have.
Primo.
I definitely, like,
Primo.
Like, there might be some out there. I'll be like.
A biaty.
I definitely want, like, a thick Latina.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is.
Man, shit. Let me.
Like, you know what I mean? Or
I'm gonna get you right, bro. I'm gonna get you
know,
right,
just
bro.
like I don't know. But I, you know, definitely attracted to women, and I would be down and like would want to spice it up, you know, and like I feel very now secure in the relationship that I'm in because it's like I want to like obviously like create a life with my man now, but you know now I'm able to kind of view like the sex and the fun as like, oh, that'd be really cool to do, you know, and if even if he's just like, yo, like I kind of want to like fuck something else just, you know, for a night or whatever, like cool, you know, like I think it just has to depend on like
y'all gotta do it together. You gotta do it together.
It depends on the stage of the relationship, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to like keep talking like it. Like right now, we're not there. Like I think that it was so fresh, and it's just like really selfish right now. But I think that I could see it being like at one point like a situation come up, and I was like, this is kind of hot. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like it just again like it's not something that I really would like plan out to see, but like would be open if it came and it happened.
Yeah.
You know, so but as far as like dating other women and like having another don't no. Fuck that. Nah.
Because let me tell y'all, ladies.
Emotions,
y'all
hell no.
complicated.
Sex, fine.
Y'all complicated as hell. So y'all think y'all want to date y'all. Y'all just want to fuck y'all.
What?
Straight girls always talking about, ooh, a girl. Y'all don't want to date girls. Y'all don't want to be in love with women. Y'all be wanting to get that boxer. Y'all want to
there's something so
objectifying the female form.
Okay, but I'm a female, so I could.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, I've talked about that too because I've talked to someone who like identifies as like a lesbian, bi, whatever, and she's, you know, not really. She wasn't personally offended by it, but you know, I just feel like I think us women, I feel like men too. All of us are a little gay. All of us a little gay.
You know what stuck with me, man? You know what stuck with me? Joe Exotic said, when you watch porn, you like the little dicks or the big ones. Shit stuck. I was like, well, damn, Joe Exotic.
You're like, I like the big one. You're right.
He just see everybody's a little gay. Shit stuck with me. I was like, well, damn, Joe Exotic. Not that I be looking for him, but damn, there's a trend.
But like when I watch porn, I like watching the girls sometimes. Like the guys are like kind of nice,
girl
but like
girl. Yeah.
oh yes, because there's something.
It's so sexy.
There's something about just like femininity.
Not a lot, but like I would say high
like
percentage.
The feminine energy. There's something so sensual and so passionate and so like. Ooh.
And that's where you learn the tricks. That's where you learn the tricks that really work.
Have you ever seen this Netflix show called Sex Life? Mm-mm. It is. Mm-mm. You need to watch it. Look, here's the thing. I don't get horny off of white people.
Oh, same.
I don't.
But for the most part,
like the white dudes, the white dudes I wasn't really feeling. But like the main character, this woman, she is so hot and beautiful. I was like,
you know the actress's name,
and it's like a soft porn. I don't know the actress's name, but it's like kind of like a soft porn, and it's a really good show. You guys should watch it. If y'all love Broken Therapy, you're definitely gonna love Sex Life.
And now a commercial break for Netflix.
But like just watching her enjoy, you know, the dick and enjoy herself, I was like, oh, she's hot. So. Yeah, I think women are beautiful. I'm down to...
Sarah Shahi?
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah Shahi.
Watch the show. You should watch it. Anyways, next question before I continue talking about
she's cute. She's cute.
eating the clit. Okay. Okay, this is a question for you. Would a guy appreciate receiving flowers as a gift?
Yeah, if they're manly flowers.
You're stupid.
It depends on the guy. You got to know your guy. Some guys like flowers. Some guys like Dodgers tickets.
That's true.
Looking out for the fellas here. You could put the Dodgers tickets in the flowers.
Like, is your dude a plant daddy or nah? You know what I mean? Like, read the room.
Because, you don't want to get a dog man, a cat, or a turtle, you know? I'm just saying, you got to read the room. You got to know your person.
I feel like my boyfriend would like flowers.
I would appreciate it.
Because he likes plants and he he appreciates them.
Stop putting so much water at the bottom of the flowers, girls. You only need like 1/8 inch of water, and once the flowers have drunk up that water, another 1/8 inch. Y'all be putting this much water at the bottom of the vase, and it's killing the flowers.
Okay, well, good to know because I put that much water in the vase.
My fucking investment got to last more than 4 days.
Okay, next one. We got more to go through, and we're over time here.
Sorry.
How do you show a girl you're serious about them that leads to boyfriend and girlfriend vibes?
How do you show it? You gotta make effort. Are you asking how I show it specifically, or are you trying to show?
Yeah, how do you show a girl that you're? Oh, so yeah. As a guy, how do you show a girl that you're interested in?
I can't speak for all guys, but
I can. I just think that
things like
y'all are so fucking black and white. Like, you know when you know. Like, you know when a dude really fucking likes you and is all for you. Like,
yeah. And sometimes a dude really fucking likes you, and he steps back because you also can have red flags. That sometimes a guy is really genuinely interested, and you say some wild shit, and he's like, I'm not about to do that to myself. I've been here.
Yeah, then he go back away. Okay, that makes sense. But
Yeah,
then, like,
but
but when you're really for it, there's no red flags. You're really interested. You want this to be like,
He
they
gonna
hit
make
all the
effort.
check mark. Yeah,
he gonna make effort. You gonna know.
It's
You
not
gonna,
hard.
and he'll use future tense, and he won't even realize it.
Here's the thing: if you're questioning, if you're not feeling confident, if he does, he probably doesn't, or he probably 50%
move
likes
accordingly.
you. He 50% likes you.
Move accordingly.
Move accordingly. Because like trust me, when a man loves a woman, he gonna show you.
Yep. He gonna show you. That's the lyrics.
You just know, like, you don't quite, like, you just, like, it's like, it sounds so, like, simple to say, but it's because it's such a simple thing. Like,
when it happens,
you
it is
like
simple. Crazy enough.
Exactly. When it happens, it's
very
so
simple.
simple. Like, that's the key. It's supposed to be simple. Like, if you're questioning, if you're like, does he not? He's probably not 100% there. He might be like 50 or 75, but again, maybe there's red flags, or maybe there's something going on with him, but he ain't 100% with you, and what you deserve is 100%. So there you go.
Bong, bong.
That is what it is. Okay.
Bong, bong, bong.
Do men, actually, I really like this question. Do men even care if a girl has her shit together?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because at a point, it no longer becomes about what you look like. Your looks become icing on the cake, because an adult male will eventually realize that there's always this like Twitter conversation about what does a woman really bring to the table? Her ideas, her thoughts, her perspective, her feminine energy to situations that may require them, diplomatic situations in business that may require feminine energy in a second, or in a split decision, or a split second decision, whatever it may be. It becomes about what you add to life, and not just what you look like fades, man.
Or how you look like sex fades. Feels, or
what you look like fades, or you spend your whole life chasing what you used to look like.
Because here's the thing about women is our bodies and our looks change a lot.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality that we have to face.
It's just human, yeah.
It's just human, yeah. But especially women, because we get pregnant, we go through it's so it changes way more than men do. But
yeah, so yes.
But it only could go so far,
This culture comes from a prince marrying the princess right out of their father's home. This culture of women being quote unquote saved, or not having their shit together, and a guy comes along with his shit together
and fixes it and provides.
It comes from the old, where marriage really comes from, when it was about joining two lands. A king could only marry off his son, his prince, if the king of the father of the princess knew that, she would be provided for, and they had a good enough army to protect it.
Right.
So she probably knew nothing but her father until she moved into, her husband's home. Okay. And I think that's where that kind of culture still kind of happens, why that's still okay for that to be a thing. But it's 2021, man. You got to have some thoughts, some emotion. You need to be doing some self-work, some healthy, do something. You got to be doing something. Yeah. You got to be doing something.
And you don't have to be like the most independent person in the world, but having...
It's America. We all struggle.
Yeah, but but also be able to that's why I say it's so important when you are single to know how to take care of yourself, to be able to know yourself, So take that time to get your shit together, you know.
What Pharrell say? You gotta go inward to experience the outer space that was meant for you.
There you go.
You gotta go inward.
So, and here's the thing too, is like, we're always going to be evolving. We're always going to get our shit together. But, you know, but at the same time, just like, I think before getting into a relationship, or I think for a man, is like, y'all want to see like confidence. Like, you want to see like someone is able to like, yeah, they're struggling, but like they could at least take care of themselves, you know, like, because we all go through shit. I can't say like, because I feel like with those like kind of advice, people think that like, oh, I have to be like 100%, I have to be perfect in order to be like worthy of a relationship. Like, but the reality is, it's like, we're always evolving. We're never going to be perfect, but at least know how to take care of yourself and to, you know, like, yeah, I mean, be healthy and be happy even through the shit.
There you go.
So,
and shit together is relative too. So
yeah, and yeah, when I didn't have my shit together, I felt like I definitely didn't attract a lot of, like, I attracted a lot of guys, but it was like they never like took me seriously, you know, because I mean, I but also because I couldn't like, it was like hard for me to like reciprocate feelings or to show them that I liked them or cared, because at the end of the day, like, I'm so insecure and self-conscious that like that eats me up inside, that they could feel that, you know. And like, just how we don't like a super insecure dude, like we love our men like confident, like that's the same thing with you guys. Like, you want to see that we like,
indeed,
you know?
it gets old for us as well, ladies. It gets old, you know.
Yeah. So anyways, that was a lot.
It is a lot.
Okay, one more question.
Isn't it all a lot?
One more question.
Cool.
We're gonna end it off with sex.
Sex
with me is amazing. Right?
Oh, that's what you're singing? Okay.
Was it sex with me so amazing?
Oh, Rihanna.
Yeah. All right. What's the better way to bring up wanting more sex with your man without sounding rude?
I don't know if I said this on the pod.
I feel like we've said this on the pod.
But sex affects us differently than it affects y'all, man. You got to understand that the stuff that comes out of us when sex is over, literally, every little one of them dudes is a whole soul, is a whole life.
Literally.
There's so much energy attached to that. Y'all don't understand. We cannot just, men do not, I'm going to take it all the way back. Men do not perform at an optimal level without time in between them nuts. I'm going to be totally honest with you. It takes you women will never understand the immense amount of energy that is dispelled.
Oh, for sure. Like, after y'all come, y'all
with
like
every nut. Not just
like,
tired. Not just tired. I'm talking about,
y'all
think about
clear-headed
this.
shit.
Think about this. When we were cavemen, only people weren't fucking every night. People weren't trying to have sex every day. People were fucking when it was time to fuck, when the woman smelled like it was time to recreate. And that's what it was for. So there was maybe 28 days probably between it was time to fuck. Right. And that's why they could fight woolly mammoths and fucking deer boxers. 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks before a fight, boxers will not masturbate, will not have sex with their woman, will conserve all of that, because after like 3-4 days, after like 3-4 days, your body basically cycles that shit back through, and your man becomes a Superman. Give him a fucking break and watch how he fucks you. Give him a fucking break. Give him like 10 days to just chill. Let that shit store and build up. So what's the question?
She wants to know, how do you tell the man?
How do you tell more sex? I'm first explaining why he is not keeping up in the first place. We can't fuck like y'all and operate at a normal rate.
Yeah.
We can't, especially if I'm assuming he's a normal person and not someone who has hundreds of thousands of dollars in passive income and has all day to just be around fucking.
Too, is those like, right? Because I'm sure maybe she's talking. I'm assuming.
I'm gonna get specifically to her question, but I'm trying to tell her why it seems like his sex drive may not keep up.
Yeah, because they're guys.
I'm telling you,
you're a human.
It's a physical part of us that exits every time. Y'all don't get that. I just want you to get that first. Now, to your question specifically, how do you ask for more? You could just ask.
Just ask. It's really not that hard to ask.
You could just ask.
Like, look, like, to be honest, my sex drive is like this, and I would like to have sex like this. this much.
It don't all have to be penetration.
Yeah.
It don't all have to be.
That's right.
He don't have to finish every time you finish. Because like I said, we just
That's
can't finish it.
We'll just let him lay there and you ride him or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always got to be like the top-notch performance. Like, if you really feel like you need to get your nut off, like, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has different, like, things that they like in bed. But
y'all toy around.
Yeah.
Get into make sex more than just the banging. Make it make the sex more sexual. It's crazy how we can have sex and not be sexual sometimes.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like I get like the men could get tired. Y'all get like it's a lot of energy, you know. But then like there are, I'm sure that there are men out there who just don't have that kind of sex drive, and like unfortunately, their woman, like this girl, I'm assuming, has a certain amount of sex drive. So I mean, it's just kind of like. If you want to keep your girl, like you kind of have to, honestly, he's got to have to step it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things you have to compromise. Like, for instance, like in my relationship, I'm going to be real. Like, my man could fuck every single day, several times a day. I'm tapped out. Like, I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have that. Like, I like regret saying it on the pod. I'm like, oh yeah, I could fuck every day because now that I'm in this situation, I'm like, this pussy tired. I could go for a while and I could go several times a day. Don't get it twisted. I'm not lazy, but I'm just saying like it's just like you kind of have to compromise where it's like, look, like I can't fuck every day, so you have to realize that like my body is different, but also me, like I'm gonna have to like take time because I know for me, for instance, like if I'm stressed, if I'm working too much, I don't have a sex drive. So I try to like, well, for my mental health, I have to like slow it down, but also like.
See, maybe he's going through that.
When I'm with my man, yeah. When I'm with
him, yeah.
Exactly, check in with him. Like, but when I'm with my man, I'm like, okay, let me like just focus on him, and that's when the sex drive does come. But when there's so many things on my mind and deadlines, like that shit, like I don't get a fucking sex drive, and I know that like on his end, there's been times where he's just like, are you just not attracted to me? Like, what is it? You know, I'm like. I'm just stressed because I have A, B, and C, you know, but as a partner, like I know that I don't want to make my man feel like he's not desirable. So like I have to kind of meet him halfway, but he also has to meet me halfway and realize like, this is not about you. Like sometimes I'm just tired, you know? So just like having that conversation and being honest and being like, I require more sex or I require less sex, you know, it's just like, and just finding a common ground and also just not like taking things personal too, you know.
That's definitely key. Remember, the people do things because I think that's what I was saying, and all that I said was people do things because of them, not because of you. You know.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. But yeah, I think the raw answer is y'all got to get some toys and get some head popping off and some, you know, you sit in his arm and y'all play a little bit of DJ, tickle the skittle. Flick the bean, as they say. So y'all gotta, you know, get your nuts off in other creative ways.
Yeah.
Just because he gotta stop fucking don't mean you gotta stop coming. Just a thought.
Figure it out. That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a point to like kind of first express that you want more, but also be like, it doesn't have to be just this one position or this position. Like maybe we could try like this other thing so you don't, you know, like when those moments where you are tired and I don't know, like it's something that you just have to like kind of figure out in your relationship. You know? Yeah,
because like I said, you don't know who you're dealing with. So you know more than we do. But that's the number one thing we always say in these questions. Got to communicate.
For real.
Got to communicate.
Yeah. Anyways. That's the last. Good job, Quay. I'm so happy you're back on the pod. Hey. And we got tipsy off of a bottle of rosé. Where'd you were kind of tipsy.
Yeah, I'm cool.
It was like a cool tipsy. I feel like you're ashamed to be drunk on this episode, and it's okay. Don't be fucking ashamed for being
I'm
drunk.
not ashamed.
Okay.
Ashamed. Only had like 2 or 3 slurs.
Okay. Anyways, you'll be back on for another Q&A, and I'm excited for that.
I'll be back. Come up with some questions.
Come up with some questions. Send us more fucking emails and stories at
contact@brooklynTherapy.com.
Yeah, them stories. Stories are good, right? Woof. I still have so much more that I haven't gotten to that were like from earlier this year.
I know you do.
So I like come back on Quay soon and we'll like just try to get through it all.
I'll be around.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be around.
Well, any last words?
Follow at Sunday Morning Sounds.
Plug us out.
Follow at SMS Quay. At Shop Me Mugs. At Brothers _in_arms. Okay, that's all the pages.
I'll put it down below in the description.
Yeah, it's a lot of ads.
And then follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. All right, cheers. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you, Quavis.
I made sure I came into the mic to say that.
Thank you. All right, bye. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.